What's up, everybody? I'm a little disorganized today. I kind of surprised myself with this live and I wasn't quite ready, so I tried to throw everything together. So Savannah, my loving wife, if you're listening, how does this sound? You can just message me on Amazon or commenting from YouTube. Let me check comments. Hello, Fish. What's up, brother? How does it sound? Is the background music too loud? Because I had it blaring last time and I'm trying not to do that. So how's the background music? There's a box in the image. Where is the box? Oh, right on the bottom here. You talking about these boxes? These are the ones I want to be opening up. What we're doing is, I got DeeRc sending me some products, and they have drones, and they have boats, and they have some RC cars, and I just wanted to open up a couple of these guys on camera with you, just to like give you an unboxing experience and a first look. And I also have some footage of this boat cutting through a lake, and I want to show you how fast this is. And plus, if you look on the bottom of the screen, I have discount codes scrolling by. Blah. I have discount codes for each of these products, except for the boat. The boat's not available right now. It's sold out, but it will be coming back in stock. But you can get some pretty nice discounts off these other vehicles. And I have a lot more stuff from DeeRc coming. So make sure you follow me. That way you can see all the cool stuff they're going to send our way. Thank you, Fish, for the response. I'm going to try to keep my eye on the comments over there. But we're going to move some of this stuff around. This is all for the boat. I guess we might as well start with the boat. It's a little dusty. It's been sitting on the shelf. But this is the DeeRc 2104. This boat does 30 miles an hour. It turns on a dime and is more fun than you can probably imagine. I'm not a big boat person, but I threw this in the lake and it gave me that smile. You just can't help but smile when you're driving this thing around because it's so quick and so responsive. Let's see what we got coming in. Like a box from a camera. Fish, do you see a box somewhere? I don't see one on my end. Oh, I see that box. Hold up. I don't know why it's not going away. Maybe I can just move it. How are we doing? See, I kind of moved it to the bottom here. Let's just do this. Set. See, I got all my stuff coming up on the display now. I don't know, that's something I'm gonna have to turn off, I guess. We'll just stick a box in that corner and let it hang out there. And I'll figure it out later. I know what it is, but I'm not getting up to change it. So we're just gonna deal with the yellow box right there. We'll just leave it there. Act like it's part of the graphic. So anyway, is what it is. Let's try to get rid of this. All right, hold on. Okay, we're just going to tolerate the box because it's either boxes in the middle or boxes on there. It's a mode on my camera, and it's just sending that when it's not supposed to. But anyway, we're going to get back to the DeeRc. This boat is self-righting, so if you can throw it in the water anyway, or if it flips, it's always going to come back to upright. It has a completely and easily accessible waterproof compartment. This is just the first shell. Then you have your battery cover right here. If I can get it open. That's your battery compartment. This is the battery right here. It is a 11.1 volt, which is a 3-cell battery. It's a 2000 mAh battery. You get a pretty decent amount of runtime with this thing, and it has a range of 400 feet. We're going to continue opening this up. I want to show you the inside. And here's the inside right here. As you can see, you have a water-cooled brushless motor. You have the brass shafts. You have the water cooling tubes in there. Everything's waterproof. So if you did get a little water in there, you're going to be okay. No big, huge deal. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a video on that I made of this little boat running around. And while that video's on, I'm going to actually try to get rid of that little square. So let me switch this over. All right, so here's the boat. They say that it cannot capsize, so we're going to find out. And look at there. True to saying, it flipped itself right over. So now we're going to get the controller. I'm going to try to hold the camera to drive this and steer at the same time. We'll see how this works out. And wow, this thing scoots and it handles amazing. This thing turns on a freaking dime, and it's super quick, as you can see. Let's play a little bit more. Do a little adjusting to the steering. Oh, now we got it lined out. I mean, look at that turn, 90-degree turns, wide open. I mean, I literally just drew a square with my wake in the water. I'm trying to flip it. It won't flip. Oops, I'm dragging some trash. It does have reverse. And just like that, that's a little Challenger from DeeRc. It's the 2104. Normally it sells for around $99, and I think for $100 it's a whole lot of boat. I mean, you saw the video. Oh well. You saw the video, you saw how it performed, so it's well worth it to me. Like I said, I'm not really a boat person, but this has kind of made me a boat person because this thing is that much fun, as you could tell from my reaction in the video. So I'm just going to stick all this back together real quick. And also with this boat, of course, you're going to get the battery. It uses the pistol grip style controller. Spending too much time on this. But you get the nice little stand. That way you can stand your boat up and display it. You do get a charger. You get the pistol grip controller. I wonder if that's what I knocked off. Nope, here it is. Right here. And it's, like I said, a 400-foot range. They give you a few extra spare parts. Of course, you have the manual, but they give you the little screwdriver and a little wrench, and they give you a prop wrench. They have an extra prop and some extra nuts and Allen tools and stuff like that. Just whatever you need to do some light maintenance. And DeeRc, they're really good about putting parts on Amazon, especially with their cars. I haven't seen many parts for this yet, but this is a new model, so those parts should be getting on the site soon. But I'm fairly sure that most of this stuff is compatible with other boats as well. And if you do break your boat and you look in your manual, they do have the contact information for the manufacturer, and they do have a parts list of all the different parts. So you can order those parts if you don't find them on Amazon. So let's move this little fellow back. You guys got any questions about the old 2104? Oh. Yes, Fish, it is an awesome little boat. My buddy Fishy Comics, the YouTube superstar, is in the house. Thanks for stopping by, Fish. So we're gonna go, and this is a car that I've had for a while. I just like to keep my stuff in the box so I can keep all the accessories together. And this is the DeeRc 9300. Has a very stylish pistol grip controller. It's not super light, you know, made with this like extremely fragile plastic. It's actually a decent plastic. And here's the little truck itself. You can see he's got some skids on his lid. But this little dude cruises. These things are fast, especially for their size. And this isn't like what you're going to buy at a big box store such as Walmart, because the stuff they sell, you're lucky to get 10 miles an hour. And if it breaks, it's broken for good. You're just SOL. With these little trucks like this, there's plenty of parts available. You can see they're maybe not a full hobby grade, but they're not toy grade either. They're kind of in that middle ground. You can see that you have a nice brush motor here with a heat sink. You have your electronics up here. You do have differentials in the front and the back, and it is a true four-wheel drive. And you have this steel, it looks like a stainless steel output shafts or drive shafts all the way around. So that's a really nice feature, because sometimes they make those out of plastic and they tend to snap. You have an actual servo for the steering, so you could upgrade that or change it if you wanted to. And just a really cool little truck. This thing is faster, and I really don't like to really compare other RC vehicles, but I have this 10th scale by another company, and this is a big 4-wheel drive truck, and this little truck right here will outrun this 10th scale all day long. So, and the fact that this has 4-wheel drive, this thing can go through thick grass, heavy grass. It jumps, tumbles, flips, running off the roof if you want to, and it's going to stick together. We've had no issues with this, and I've even let my 3-year-old run into the neighbors' cars and jump driveways and everything else, and it just takes licking, keeps on ticking. Now with this little 9300, you do get the charger. They give you a pair of these batteries. It is a 7-volt, so a 2S pack. And you get around 20 minutes of runtime per batteries. Then they give you this cool little DeeRc bag that's got all the tools and stuff. It is fun, Savannah. Savannah's watching us from reviews and how-tos on the old YouTube. I am trying to multi-stream. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Amazon. They'll probably shut my stream off now. But they give you a cleaning brush. You actually get like an extra little, looks like a clutch disc or something in there. I haven't had to change it yet, so I don't know what it is. Whole bunch of extra screws. Little Allen wrenches to work on it. They give you the wheel wrench for pulling the wheel hubs off. They give you a bunch of little extra body pins. They like to throw in those little extras that you may lose while you're working on it. They're taking it apart, or it could possibly fall off if you drive it a whole bunch. So, and you probably saw this too, but hold on. 2 batteries, not just one. So double the fun. Usually with most of their RCs, you get around 40 minutes of runtime because they will give you 2 batteries. So nice little RCs. Really good for the beginner. Now, if you think that you're going to buy this and take it down to your local track and get first place competing against $600-700 RC cars, that's not going to happen. But if you're hanging out with a bunch of people that have Amazon cars or big box store cars, you got a real shot at winning, because these things are pretty quick. All right, get this all put up. Screwdriver. They give you everything. Let me know if y'all getting bored with the background music. I can switch it if you like. Any questions about the DeeRc 9300? It's like a 16th scale, I believe. Doesn't really say on the box, but it's somewhere around there. I'm going to be incorporating some sound effects too. Do they offer you a lipo bag? Some of their stuff does come with lipo bags. I'll have to look for one. So I'm glad you asked that, Fish. We'll see what comes in this one. I haven't opened this one yet. This is a brand new one that just came in. It's the 9500E. We'll see what's in there. All right, let's toss this little dude to the side. He's one of my favorites. And I don't know. I haven't quite figured out how to add the sound effects. Like when I get ready to unbox this. Can y'all hear that? It'd be like, the big reveal is coming. The DeeRc 9500E. And then when you open it, you could be like, what do y'all think? Goofy sound effects? Do they make it funnier? Or would it be, you know, more like maybe. All right, we're gonna open this up. I gotta kind of script out my lives, you know, like, and when I say script, not what I'm gonna say, but, you know, get a routine together. So when I open a box, this sound comes on or this music plays. You know, you want to try to make it entertaining. And I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I will. So this right here is a 4-wheel drive, twin motor. Does it say what scale it is? Not really, but it's a nice little truck. And here it is. The controller hatched out of the bottom. What's in this bag? Mystery bag. And as Fish had asked earlier, do they supply a lipo bag? This one does not come with a lipo bag, so they may not, or I don't see one yet. But you can get a lipo bag for about 12 bucks and take it from somebody who's caught their house on fire before. Get one if you don't have one. Ask Miss Steve WB about that. We were running around here like crazy. All right, so that's everything. They do give you 2 batteries with this 9500E. And I'm going to do all these again, and I'm going to include footage like I did with the boat of all the RC cars that I do lives with, because I just think it adds that better look at the vehicle and its capabilities and what it can do. So I look forward to doing that. All right, so these are 2S batteries. They're 1500 mAh, 7.4 volts. You do get 2 of them. Get this one open too. Just like that. Pretty cool. And the same with these. You get somewhere around, 20 minutes of runtime per battery. So charge them both up, you're going to run for a while. I'll double check the manual and see if it says, because like I said, I haven't even driven this one yet. I don't know how fast it is. I don't know anything. But that's why we're doing a live. We can just look this stuff up and see what it says. And I didn't tell my wife this, but I did buy like this little GPS unit. So when I'm testing these RCs, I can put it on there and get the actual speed for you. Because sometimes they bloat that number a little bit. You do have a nice exploded view. But these things, like I said, you can work on them. You can get parts for them. They have the phone numbers for the company, even a US number on the front. And let's see here. .280 motor, 7.4, 2.4 gigahertz. They have another list of all the parts and the part numbers. Let's see what else we have. Even more parts and part numbers. See if there's any boasting on the box. It says 2 differentials, 2.4 gigahertz radio, rechargeable battery, dual motor, 4-wheel drive. And that's pretty much it. So let's take her clothes off and see what she looks like underneath. You do get a charger. You do get a cleaning brush. You get an extra output shaft. This one is plastic. You have some extra body pins and screws and a nice little Phillips screwdriver. Now on the body pins, they do have these little pull tabs installed on them to make it easier. That's new. And this is their newest truck, I believe. I think this one just hit the market like 3 days ago. So this is the future. And you can see it's got the nice truck body. They do use the super flexible Lexan bodies, and that's to resist impact, make it lighter. if you had a solid plastic body on here and you rolled this thing down the street, you could chip parts off of it, you could break it. Tell me more about this GPS thing. Ha. All it is a little module that you can stick in RC vehicles, and it connects to your phone via app. And then when you drive it around, you come back and you can scan it, and it tells you how fast the vehicle went. And since I'm going to be doing a lot of these DeeRc things, I self-justified getting it, and which I'll include that in one of my lives as well, to you know, get the true speed on these. But you were going to find out tomorrow anyway when it showed up. So this right here, this one, the other one had four-wheel independent shocks. This one has a straight axle in the back with the dual springs. It is just springs, they are not oil filled. So this is more of a little bit more on the toy side than of the hobby side. It's got the independent front. It does have a wiring harness. You have headlights in the front. And what else do we see? Here's your dual motors. They have dual brush motors with heat sinks on them in the back and the front for 2 times the power. The front does have the plastic dog bones or connecting rods or whatever you want to call those things. I'll have to get up on my terminology, I guess. But let's get some batteries. I want to see how quick this thing turns. Let's see if the kids didn't take all the batteries. The battery box. Fish, you got any questions? Anybody who may be watching this, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to look it up, answer it for you. Like I said, when I come back with this, I'll have more answers than questions. This is just kind of an unboxing first look. And if you don't know about DeeRc, they do have drones, they have boats, they have the cars and the trucks. They have a lot of nice products. All right. Ooh, we got power. So the battery goes in the middle right here, under this little Velcro strap. Just plug it in here. Maybe I can jump this off the table. Just like that. And we now have a battery. How do I turn it on? Bueller. Can't find it because I'm looking for it. Oh, see the big red sticker on the side with the power button logo on it? That's how you turn it on. All right. We have power. The headlights came on. We'll see if it's connected. It is connected. Let's find out if you have proportional steering. Now, if you don't know what proportional steering is if you turn the wheel slow, these wheels should turn slow. Some steerings are just like off and on. It's either all or nothing. And you want to have the proportional type because that gives you more control. So here we go. Let's see. Yep, it does have proportional. I can go as slow as I want or as fast as I want. And Savannah, what Fish meant by he doesn't want to use a smartphone is sometimes people will strap their smartphones to their RCs and use a GPS app to see how fast they're going. And then when the car tumbles, guess what happens to the phone? It tumbles too. All right, let's see if we have proportional throttle. Yeah, you can creep it if you want to. A little torquey. Definitely has a brake. I don't know how fast it's going to be. Oops. They weren't a body pin. But there you go. This is a little DeeRc 9500E. And I'm going to do a full review on this. You're going to be able to see it on YouTube, on Amazon, and wherever else I can try to put it. And if you're interested in any of these vehicles, just look at the ticker down below, and they have the discount codes to get the respected discount. It's 15%, I think, for most of them. I think 20% for this little drone right here. But also in the description, if you're watching from Facebook or on YouTube, I have the links to these as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to turn this off. I wish I'd prepared better for this live, but I just gave myself no notice, because if I gave myself notice, I would have talked myself out of it and come up with 100 reasons as why not to do it. But then once I do it, I always feel so much better. All right. We know the other body clip is over there somewhere. I'll have to find that. So the DeeRc 9500E. Dang, it's raining. Savannah, you hear that rain? Or is that just me? Been getting a lot of rain the last couple of days. It's Florida though. We could use the cool off. All right. So that's the 9500E. We're going to be moving on. Oh, Fish. He's always helping out his friends. But what he said is truth. All right. Now this is a beginner drone. You can fly this indoor and outdoor. It does have a 1080p camera, and it lights up with different light modes. You can actually control that from the controller. And it's just a fun little drone. I've flown one of these before, but this one did just show up to me. So let's open it up, take a look at it. It does have a camera. It does live feed to your phone, and it's really easy to drive or fly. And it's fun to fly at night, because your neighbors would come out and think there's a UFO flying around with all those crazy LEDs going. And I'll give you the light show. We'll turn it on. I'll let you see what they are. And wait, let's do it this way. Yeah, right? All right. So let's see what we have here. A manual. Always get a manual. Now what's cool about this is it gives you the USB charger, but it's a dual output, so you can charge both batteries at the same time. In the little accessory bag, you get extra props. You get a little prop removing tool. You get a Phillips head screwdriver. And you have down here, they give you a white controller, which is different. And if you're not using your phone and you're just flying this around, you can have this on the top. But you can pull this off, and they give you the smartphone attachment, just like that. And you just stick your smartphone in there. So pretty cool. I'm gonna need batteries for this thing too. Dang. I'll take them out of the other controller. Any questions, anybody? Like I said, check the ticker down below. And that's where all the discount codes are if you want to get a break on the price. The prices are already great on these things, but if you use them codes, they're going to be a little bit better. Christmas is coming. Better start shopping now, because that's concerning. Not really concerning, but there's a battery in the controller already, and it's a Duracell, and it's got all this writing. So whoever tested this drone, here's your battery. Just send me an envelope and I'll mail it back to you. Okay, so we need 3 AAA batteries. back to the box. Gotta love these Amazon batteries. They're the greatest. I do have 2 more RCs also coming from DeeRc. So hopefully next time I go live with these vehicles, I'll show you actually footage from this camera from the drone. I'll show you footage of the cars buzzing around, jumping and thrashing and all that stuff. And then we'll do the unboxing of the other 2 cars as well. And one of them is like a FPV car. It's like a little, I think it's about this big. I haven't seen it in person, but it connects to your phone and you can look at it and see what the car sees, and you can just drive the car off. So that's going to be pretty cool. Spy on the kids with it. All right, let's get batteries in this controller. All right. Hey, I got 2 people watching on Amazon. Welcome, number 2. I appreciate you being here and coming by. We're checking out some cool RC vehicles. If you have any questions, just ask. I have discount codes. We got the DeeRc boat. We got 2 of their cars. We got this little drone that we're looking at. This thing lights up like a Christmas tree. Pretty cool. Oh, you got this one, Logan? Logan's in the house. What's up, my brother from another mother? Logan, are you? Oh, you're on Facebook. Okay. All right. So Logan knows about this thing. He knows what it can do. It's a fun little drone. Logan is also, he also does products. So if you see him, follow him. All right. So here's the little drone itself. You can see it's not that big. It's made for indoor use, probably primarily. I have flown it out at night to mess with my neighbors, but if it's really windy, you really don't want to put this out there because you may never see it again. It's got a little tiny 1080p camera right here in the front and just a pretty cool little drone. I like the fact that it's white because it's easy to find on the ground, but if it's high up in the sky, it's going to be hard to spot. I'm waiting for a drone company to actually do like they did the old warplanes, or opposite. Paint the bottom black, paint the top white. That way if it's on the ground, it's easy to see, or if it's in the sky, it's easy to see. Because the old warplanes, they did the opposite. They painted the bottom to match the clouds in the sky, and they painted the top to match the ground. So when the enemy was above them or below them, they had camouflage. Oh, time for dinner. I can only imagine. What are you eating for dinner, Logan? I miss home food. I grew up in Louisiana, and now I live in Florida. And I have an ocean on both sides of me, but they don't have no seafood. They don't know what's up. All right, so we're going to snap the little batteries in. You do get 2 batteries. They're just tiny little batteries. But you do get a decent amount of flight time with this. I don't know the exact number. See what the box tells us. 2.4 gigahertz HD camera. All around protection so you're not chopping people with blades. Easy for beginners. And it has altitude hold. Meaning that it will hold altitude this way. But if you're outside and the wind blows, you're going to have to counter the wind. It will go with the wind. All right, let's snap this on. I have my computer over there. That's where the comments come from. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and power this little dude up. I'm gonna show you the lights. If I can figure out how to turn it on. Oh, there it is. Long press. And check this guy out. How cool is that? Just a word of advice. Don't do what I did just now. If you're, I'm going to turn it off and show you. If you're turning these little drones on to fly them, as soon as you turn it on, set it on a flat surface and let it do its little boot up. It's going to make your life easier, trust me. All of them don't have self-leveling technology and stuff like that in it, but don't risk it, because if you turn it on and it's sitting like this and it does have the computer inside, when you go to take off, it's just going to do its own thing. All right, so we're going to go through the different light modes. Here's number 1. Let me bind it. All right, so now we're bound. There's another light mode. You have this one. And this thing looks awesome at night. And you can see the lights from the bottom and the top. And you have this one. It just highlights the back. Then off. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then off. So a super fun little drone for sure. See if we can get this thing to fire up. I don't remember how to do this one. It's probably best I don't, but if I do, we get to see this thing go crazy. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. This one has different speeds. I'd forgotten about this. And when you push down on this stick, you hear the beeps. That's level 2. Watch that one. It's comedy hour. Whoa, come back. As you can see, super safe. I accidentally hit the auto takeoff when I was going through the different speeds. But as I was saying, you click this right here and you can hear the corresponding beeps. And like that's mode 3, that's the fastest. And that's just how you select your speed or how aggressive you want the drone to be. So cool little guy for sure. Now, if you're just joining, I see we've had a couple people come in from Amazon, and I say thank you and welcome. We're talking about DeeRc. I'm offering discounts down below. If you look on the little ticker across the bottom of the screen, you can get some discounts on these. I have a little DeeRc 9300. We've got the DeeRc 9500E. This one literally just came out a few days ago. It's a nice entry-level RC truck. So pretty cool. And I have this one. It's currently unavailable, but it's coming back in stock. And this is the DeeRc 2104. And this little boat is quick. I had a video going up earlier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show this video again, or part of the video, so you can see how fast this boat is while I pick some of this stuff up. So let's switch over to the little video here. We'll see how this works out. Saying it flipped itself right over. All right, so here's the boat. They say that it cannot capsize, so we're gonna find out. And look at there. True to saying, it flipped itself right over. So now we're gonna get the controller. I'm gonna try to hold the camera to drive this and steer at the same time. We'll see how this works out.
And wow, this thing scoots and it handles amazing. This thing turns on a freaking dime, and it's super quick, as you can see. Let's play a little bit more. Do a little adjusting to the steering.
Let me get rid of that. Okay, so as you can see, the little 2104 is probably one of the most fun RCs that I've driven in a while. And it does have the low battery warning. Your controller will actually start making like a dripping sound to let you know that the battery is getting low. And it has LEDs on the front and LEDs on the back, and they'll start pulsing to give you that warning that you're getting low on battery and you need to head back. And the advice that I always give everybody, if you're driving an RC boat on a lake, find out which way the wind is blowing, and you want the wind in your face. So if for some reason you're driving this boat and it dies, at least the wind's going to blow it back to you instead of away from you, and you have to end up going across the pond all the way to the other side waiting on your boat to show up. That's just what I say. So pretty cool, pretty fun. This probably is still my favorite. This is like a 16th or 18th scale. It's four-wheel drive. It's got steel output shafts. It's got 2 differentials. Came with 2 batteries. You get about 20 minutes of runtime per battery. This thing jumps, flips, rolls, pulls wheelies. I mean, super fun. Can go through any terrain. Big rocks, grass, thick grass, tall grass, it don't matter. This thing is a little beast right here. And then you have one that's, let me get my chair up. This is a little bit more of an entry level. This is the 9500E. This is their brand new model. I'll pull these clips off and show you real quick. This is somewhere in between the toy grade and hobby grade. You can see you have your battery here. You have dual motors, but this one does have a straight axle in the back with the spring suspension. And then for the front, you do have dual independent, but it has the plastic output shafts. But that's good for this car. I'm gonna put it through its paces. We're gonna see how well it holds up. And the next time I go live, I'm gonna have footage of this one running. I have footage somewhere of this one running. We're going to do the drones. I also have coming up on my live streams, we have the Holy Stone HS280 drone. This is one of their new beginner drones. And, well, wait, there's more. We have this one right here. And this, oh, that's not it. Wrong box. I'll just grab this box right here. The Holy Stone HS720G. This is a foldable RC drone. It could be compared to like a Mavic Pro. It's got 4K 30. It's GPS controlled. And I haven't really flown it yet. Just buzzed in the front yard a little bit. My neighbor is very anal retentive, and he's actually tried to call the police on me before for flying like a little toy drone. But joke's on him. I'm FAA certified. I know where I can fly and can't fly. And the police told him take a hike because I was in the system. So we won't talk about my neighbor too much. So if you have any questions about this little 9300, the 9500, the RC boat, the 2104, let me pull it out again, right here. This is probably the best sub $100 RC boat you're going to get. It's only a shame that it's out of stock right now, but it will be back, and it is the DeeRc 2104. And then we were just playing with this little light up drone. This is the DeeRc D23, a great beginner drone. It's got a 1080p camera, connects to your phone. You can fly it around the house. You can hit somebody in the head with it. You're not going to hurt them. Just really good for your beginners. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this live. And we're probably going to do it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have some footage of these vehicles and I can actually show you running back and forth more, hitting some jumps, have some up close action shots, because I love playing with cameras and act like I know what I'm doing with them. So I want to share that footage with you so you can see exactly what you're buying. I don't want you to buy an RC like this and be surprised by something that makes you return it, because if you return it, it does me no good. Do I make a commission if you buy it? Of course I do. That's why I'm sitting here. But if you return it, they take that commission back. So I want you to know exactly what you're getting and not be surprised or disappointed. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me on Facebook, YouTube, Amazon. Follow me if you want to see more RC stuff. I have construction RCs, I have crawlers, I have all kinds of stuff that I'm going to be looping through my streams, and you'll have a good time. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great night.